Y'all, welcome back to the channel, Uprising Line. I'm your host, Mr. Holmes. Y'all remember the police officer in Sacramento, California, who ended up OD'ing in the bathroom? Well, guess what? He's back. He's back on the news. This time, he stabbed his 11-year-old son. These people are supposed to be pillars of the community, but instead, they're committing some of the worst crimes. I have a lot of respect for police officers, but I also know that they're humans, and they commit mistakes too. I know in this capitalistic society, our worth is highly correlated to our career path, and that correlation becomes a burden when we need to pivot to something else. Let's start the show.
Internal Affairs documents show this all started the night of October 24th, 2023, when Deputy Marvin Morales conducted a, quote, suspicious subject stop. The report says he recovered drugs in a piece of tinfoil that he thought was meth. We now know it was fentanyl. He cited the suspects and left. A few hours later, body camera video shows another deputy finding Morales passed out on the floor of a bathroom stall. The report says Morales smoked the drugs out of a pipe, then collapsed.
Morales! Wake up, bro!
The other deputy administered multiple doses of Narcan, and Morales was taken to the hospital where he became conscious again. And the report notes this caused emotional distress to Deputy Morales' partners who responded to save his life.
We're watching this former officer spiral out of control. We're watching what the effects of drugs can do to a person's life. This time, it's a domestic dispute involving his son. Let's go to the next clip.
That breaking news is happening in Sacramento and San Joaquin counties. A former Sacramento County deputy is suspected of killing his 11-year-old son in Elk Grove, then leading police on a chase down Interstate 5, crashing, then being shot and killed by law enforcement. Authorities say the man involved is 40-year-old Marvin Morales. He was fired by the sheriff's office a few years ago. It came after an investigation found he lied about a fentanyl overdose. So, Michelle, tell us what happened.
Well, Andrea, Elk Grove police actually cleared the scene here more than an hour ago, getting rid of the crime scene tape that had been blocking Farrell Way since 8 o'clock this morning, and it's now giving us a closer look at the Morales home where this violence took place about 8 o'clock this morning. And you can see there's Christmas decorations right out front in the front yard. We're seeing lots of Christmas decorations around this quiet suburban neighborhood. We even saw an Amazon package being dropped off at this home, and you would never know that a child was attacked and killed here this morning, and that his father is the one accused of stabbing him to death. Elk Grove police tell us they received a 911 call from the children's mother concerned about the safety of her kids. Police say the mother was at work and, while looking at the cameras placed inside the home, told operators her son was being stabbed by his father. And when officers arrived, Marvin Morales was gone. They found an empty gun case and the children home alone. Neighbors also tell me they are a close neighborhood. They started a group chat about the incident today. Have you been able to go over the videos from inside the home that may have give you any clues as to what led up to this? Did he make any statement in the cameras inside the home, or any type of evidence like that to help you understand a motive here?
We have not watched the cameras inside the residence. We've been working this just as you guys have the moment it happened. We were on the scene earlier on the highway. It's just been progressing as we go along.
Who knows what could possess a man to get into a armed confrontation with an 11-year-old boy and stab him? This man might have been high. He was an ex-cop, and for him to have the capacity to be able to do that, there could only be one outcome, you would say, that he was probably high at the time. But we don't know. This is all presumed. You got to look at the man behind the badge. You got to hold every man to the same standard and make sure that he is trustworthy. He was supposed to be serving and protecting, and now he's leading police on a high-speed chase. Let's go to the next clip.
So, Michelle, we've reported extensively about Morales' background with the drugs and being fired from the Sacramento County Sheriff's Office. Did neighbors know anything about his overdose?
Well, it was interesting talking to neighbors. Gallegos told me that he found out about it today through our reporting, but another neighbor told me that they found out about it just recently, a couple of months ago, and that they were shocked to learn about the overdose, which happened 2 years ago, and then his firing. So it was something they had no idea about and just recently learned, and saying, you know, his behavior didn't exhibit someone who was on those type of hard drugs. So again, it's just another reason for them to be shocked, and everyone trying to figure out if maybe drugs led up to this. This is still something that we don't know the motive here or why this happened. And police said, told us we asked if they found drugs in the house, and they weren't able to tell us that yet. So it's all still part of the investigation here.
Yeah, this whole thing is just unimaginable and hard to believe. Michelle Bandor, thank you for the live report.
Now, this all started northbound, about 30 miles north on I-5 in the Pocket area, right around Pocket Road, is when officers were looking for Marvin Morales. And that's when several officers, including Sheriff Jim Cooper, saw that car that Morales was driving, and they started to chase him. He went down I-5. Officers followed. Speeds got up to nearly 100 miles an hour, we're told. And then it came down into San Joaquin County, right into this section, and that's when CHP decided to go ahead and deploy spike strips. Morales hit those spike strips and ended up crashing the car right over there. You can see it in the distance, just barely. You can see the hood, and that's where the center of the investigation is taking place right now. We talked with CHPD earlier, who is actually leading this investigation.
Hug your kids. Who knows what could be going through this man's mind? He ended up stabbing his son, getting into a high-speed chase, having a shootout with the police. Maybe he was having some type of mental breakdown. Maybe he needed to de-stress and just get out of the house, step away. Y'all pray for this man's family. As bad as this man seems, he's still human. He still serves his community. Y'all be safe out there.